is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will put total under to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at 23. So Notre Dame's offense will get the first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Cadets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible. Just let him go to work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Breaks into the open. Gets the job done on third downs. He gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Black Knights are on the move. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. That's it fly. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Black Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
The Irish will They'll need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And they'll just down it right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Continues to fight for yards. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Pulls it in. It's Pickett. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Flanagan. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the run, it's Young. Past the first down marker and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got his man on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Owens. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky, turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snagged out of the air. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got it behind the line. It's Perez. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Williams. On the move at the 30. Passed it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. With the catch, it's Brown. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Looking to throw on 1st down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Motion from the wideout. On second and goal, he carries again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Blasted as he lets it go.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Davis will throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like, oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Owens. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. And the Black Knights want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Black Knights are marching down the field. Davis looking to pass. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Black Knights will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Takes the handoff. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Right back to the well. Gets it past the marker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hands it off on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to...
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He'll keep it himself. Bulldozes his way through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Young. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on first down. It'll be a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires left. It's caught. He'll work his way down to the 28.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss. Get it together.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And they found the big... And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Perez. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunky yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They give themselves
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Tony.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Pickett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Black Knights want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Davis will throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. It's caught. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that...
Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown, Army!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
I this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And down he goes back at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
That last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rush is on him. He's taking a deep shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Davis looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And it's picked off for the third time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Looking for more room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Right back to the well. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads.